Hello everyone, this is Charlie Macon from Charlie Macon Toys. And today we're turning this concept into this. Follow along as I stumble my way through experimenting with various materials to transform my concept of this Dreamy Star Girl into a doll model. To start off, I wanted a clean drawing of my sketch idea, so I traced it with my light board onto some cardstock to keep it nearby as a reference. Though I did forget a few details here and there in the end due to time crunch, even though I have been working on this on and off in my free time for the past 2 months. All I know is that I wanted an incredibly cute and bright character with lots of colors and stars, which I think I ultimately achieved in the end. I had so many ideas to what I wanted to do with this and started off with 3D modeling, which you can so plainly see I had no idea what I was doing at the time. Lots of trial and error to create something halfway decent, but I think it came out alright. Then I 3D printed it with my Anycubic Photon in resin. But it was too hot at the time and it caused a huge layer shift that I had to spend hours sanding to fix. Ugh. Next up was hours upon hours of stabbing a giant needle into wads of wool, and my fingers, to form some cute little plump clouds. Needle felting is tedious and painful, but actually quite therapeutic. As I went along, I started coloring the clouds with Copic Sketch alcohol markers, which was kind of the whole point of this entire project, as it was for the 2022 COPIC Award Contest. I wanted to try something a little different this year and enter the craft category. While I have more experience using Copics for illustrating, this is kind of my year for working on my big art toy project, so I figured trying to craft a toy would be a better taste for my new venture. Plus, I thought it would just be real interesting to put all my various crafting knowledge together for a fun, cute project. P.S. Sorry if some things seem out of order. Many balls were up in the air at the same time. Next, I used some 100 yen or dollar store UV resin and silicone molds to make some cute little stars to decorate the clouds with. I had no idea how the Copics would react to these various materials, so there was a lot of testing, but I think they turned out pretty vibrant and clear in the end. I had so much fun making and coloring the stars and eventually had to get pretty creative to make the various sizes. I think I ended up using a mini cookie cutter at some point, then tested out various ways to color them without leaving streaks on the smooth resin surface. I think they turned out super cute and colorful. Next up was sculpting the body out of clay, because there was absolutely no way I could figure out how to digitally sculpt an entire body and print it decently after the disaster with the head. I used wire, foil, and Super Sculpty Gray to sculpt the body and dress. Big thank you to my husband Noah for helping me figure out this part. Turned out pretty decent, and I really like how the skirt ruffle and little booty turned out. Though I had some balance issues after I baked her body, the various stars helped even out the weight after I glued them on. Then I jumped back to the UV resin to make some quick magical girl wings with paper clips. What you don't see is the multiple tries it took to make 2 semi-identical wings, but I like the rounded shapes in the end. Finally, it was time to color the figure, and OMG, first time using the Copic airbrush system, and what a breeze! Switching colors was never so easy with an airbrush. I am in love with the airbrush system. But it was super hard to see where you were spraying because the nozzle is set at such a strange angle, and I did make a few mistakes here and there. You also had to be super careful not to get too close because it would cause the ink to spread weird on the prime surface. I really wanted this entire model to be bright, vibrant, and magical. In Japanese, they call it yume kawa, which means cute and dreamy. But as you will see, I hated the first result. Too dark. Colors mixed weird, so I tried again. Also kind of miffed that I took the effort to stencil on the star shapes, but after all the layering, they kind of just disappeared. Oh well, trial and error as usual. But I love the gradients I got on her bunny head, which you will notice is an homage to my cute original yokai character, Medama Zukin-chan. You can learn more about my Sofubi art toy project through my website, charliemaiken.com. Oops, redid the body again. After so many attempts to repaint her dress, I just didn't like how they kept coming out. It's so much different painting on a three-dimensional model with markers than illustrating on flat paper. Finally, on the last attempt to repaint her dress, I just tried to copy the color gradient I did on her bunny hoodie, but for some weird reason, the same colors kept mixing differently on her torso. Still not perfect, but I like it better this way. Sometimes, you just have to give in and roll with the materials. Because alcohol markers aren't opaque enough, I did have to use a tiny splash of acrylic paints on the whites and skin color. While I did have other ideas for her hair using needle felting and glue, it didn't work out, and in fear of damaging the coloring I already did, I had to do a last resort to just color it flat on her face, to which I kind of wish I had just sculpted it onto the head originally, but didn't want to risk ruining all my hard work to that point. But you have to be so careful when using the actual marker nib to color with, because it easily rubs off the sprayed on parts. Ugh. Nearly done. Just gotta add the little details of the stripes and stars. To which the glue sadly didn't react well with the COPICs, so be careful about that. The ink would bleed into the glue and show up on the lighter, clear parts, so I had to change the little star colors afterwards. My husband took some amazing high-quality photos, and here's the final result! If you go to the COPIC Award website to look at all the amazing entries, you can find mine in the craft category, or visit the link down in the description to view and like it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye!